everybody! It's about to go down. Thank you. Welcome in, everyone. I thought we'd just get the show on the road, we'd just get it rolling. So welcome in. Welcome back to another episode of my Fighting Fantasy streams. I always forget how to do this bit. But we are on season 3 now. Season 3. I can't believe we've made it to this point of getting to a third season, but I'm very excited. If you are new here and have no idea what you're in for, this stream is all about adventure, fighting monsters, rolling dice, making choices, searching for treasure, and death. That is my favourite part, the death. We did have a couple of really good deaths last week, and I'm hoping there'll be some more good deaths this week. I do love a good death. Yes, exactly, good deaths. What else was I going to say? You've distracted me with swords. And I've completely lost it. Yeah, I've lost it. I've lost my train of thought. I saw the swords and I was like, oh, cool. Oh my god, Colleen's here. How are you doing, Colleen? Welcome in. So yeah, if that sounds like your sort of thing with the adventure and the treasure hunting and the death and all of that and the dice rolling, then you're in the right place. This is what I was going to say. I have a new adventurer every week, so I have a new guest every week, which makes it really, really exciting. And boy, oh boy, do I have a guest for you this week. But before we meet our guest, let me tell you a little bit about the prize and do some thank yous as well. For every person that does come onto the show, I give them a certificate at the end, either a congratulations, you've won certificate, or a haha, I beat you certificate, but thanks for participating. So every guest gets a certificate, and if they win the season, they will be receiving a copy of the book. This is a Choose Your Own Adventure game book written by Ian Livingston. This is my copy. They won't be getting my copy, they won't even be getting this book, but they will be getting a very special book. And rather than me tell you about the prize, I've made something else. Here's what I made earlier, and this is going to tell you about the prize, so enjoy this, guys. Hi guys, I just wanted to show you how cool the prize is for season 3. Ian Livingston himself has been kind enough to send us a very special limited edition copy of Eye of the Dragon. And if we take a look inside, he's even been kind enough to sign it for us as well. It's so good that I almost don't want to give it away. I want it. I need it. But, of course, I can't keep it. I want my friends to win it. You don't have any friends. No one likes you. Not listening. Not listening. I mean, the more I think about it, what if no one wins? Maybe if no one wins it, maybe I can keep it, and then it can be my own. My precious. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that. So yes, it's going to be a very special version of the book that they win this season. So thank you so much to Ian for sending me that prize, that very, very cool prize. And another thank you to give out as well is thank you to Sirenscape. You can just see their logo in their website just at the bottom of the screen here. They are responsible for all of the ambient sounds and sound effects and music that you're going to hear today. So if you also want to add some sounds and ambience and sound effects to your tabletop RPGs or your streams, then go ahead and check them out at www.sirenscape.com. Who the hell says www anymore? Idiot. Oh well. Go and give them a follow, give them a check out, go and give them a follow on the socials, because I run their social media, so go over there. But also, yeah, go and check them out, add some music. I'm just waffling on. Where's Chibi when you need her for the waffle command? But I am waffling. Who else do I need to thank? Oh, I want to thank my guests. Without this show, without the guests, there would be no show. God, Vicky knows what she's doing today. This is going to be a great episode. Yay! Without my guests, there is no show. So thank you so much to all of my guests who have booked in for their slots for this season. I'm excited to have everybody on. Before I just waffle on any longer, I do have one amazing guest waiting for you today. They're one of my favourite guests. They're a returning guest. They're always good fun. They always appear loads in the clip reels. So get those clip making fingers ready and let's meet our amazing guest, Joe!
Hello!
Hi, Joe!
And the bird
and
as
the
well.
bird, Arquez.
And a badger.
And Kaboom. Tell everyone who you are, Joe, and I'll give you a shout out.
Hello everybody, my name is Joe. I am a variety streamer, which translates as I am bad at a variety of games. I stream a lot of random stuff. I do quite often wear costumes, it seems. That wasn't ever my intention. And I've known Vicky since Twitch Sings days, and I am super happy to be back here because I've been on twice before and it's been so much fun and so much innuendo. So, hey everybody.
Hey everybody. I'm just so excited to have you back on. So Joe is a pro at this, he knows what he's doing, but we have made it slightly more difficult. I realised last week, after Chibi spent 5 hours in my dungeon collecting all of the things, that I had been far too lenient with the rules. So when picking up magical items, I was just letting people just add their skill and add their luck and add their stamina and all of that willy-nilly, but no more am I going to do that. So no one is ever going to be able to exceed their initial scores, so their skill, stamina and luck scores. You can no longer exceed those, and picking up magical items will give you some stats, but it will never give you more than what you initially had. And you can't stack them, so if you pick up a crown and a helmet, you can't wear both. And if you pick up 2 shields, you can't have both. So I'm cracking down on that a little bit. We need to be a little bit stricter with the rules because I ultimately want people to die. I don't want people to succeed. And I have bragged I've bragged so much before this season went live. I was like, I'm going to kill you all, no one's going to win, it's going to be so difficult. So if it's not difficult, I've made myself look a bit stupid really, haven't I? Joe, tell us who your adventurer is. Are you returning as your adventurer from previous?
Yeah, he didn't die last time, so you can have another crack at it, why not?
Cool. So we've got Kedroy there.
Kedroy is really like a magical version of myself. I mean, he's probably vegan, to be honest, so am I. He's a wood elf, he loves animals and whatnot, and he's like, he's spent quite a lot of time around trees, I guess, which, explains the dress sense of kind of just not really, I don't know, trees can't really judge you and tell you what you're wearing. It looks a bit odd, so
you just wear what you like.
Yeah.
I like that.
Absolutely.
Sentiment.
No, it's a very free sort of approach to life. And he's just one with nature,
I love that. Trees can't judge you.
They can't. Well, they can, but they won't tell you. Actually, that's like a lot of British people, actually, to be fair. Like, they will judge you, but maybe not tell you. Are you sure about that? You sure you should wear that?
Are you really going out like that?
You're really going out like that? Oh, you're going to get very cold wearing something that short.
Maybe you should put a coat on.
Cover it up.
Yeah, my Raging Gamer Girl, welcome in. Thank you for the follow, my darling.
It's Raging Gamer Girl.
It is. You've come to support Joe today. I hope you have a good time here. So, Kedroya, we need to roll you some skill, stamina, and luck.
Yay.
So let's roll those.
How many dice to roll again? Because I get confused. It's six-sided.
So it's the six-sided dice. Yeah. So for your skill, you just roll 1 and add 6.
Okay. I got 4, so that's 10.
Okay, so you've got a skill of 10, so you'll never be able to exceed that. Your stamina is 2 dice plus 12.
I got 11, so that's pretty good. So that means I'm 23.
Yeah. I think Chibi had 23 last week as well. It's me, yes. Come to see JoJo Levy playing something different and to see who wins. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It won't be me that wins unless Joe dies, and then I sort of win.
If I die, then Vicky is the winner because that's what you want, right? So
Yeah, that's what I want. Right, and then luck. So we're just sorting out some stats at the moment. You've got 10 skill, 23 stamina, and your luck is 1 dice plus 6.
it's a 2.
Oh no. A luck of 8.
Hold up.
Oh dear. Okay.
Never mind.
Raging Gamer Gold, you know what you're getting yourself in for. You know what you're getting into. You know what to expect here. It's going to be a jolly good time. I also saw Colleen said she couldn't stay long. She's reading and getting ready for an exam. So very good luck with your exam. Let us, if you're ready, Joe, let us find out how you came to go on this adventure, shall we?
Ooh, yes, I would
Let's
love that.
Find out. I also have a new channel points redeem. I don't know if you've seen. I've got a new channel points redeem that was suggested by one of my community members in Discord. It's called Sing It. I'm gonna end up with Fighting Fantasy the musical here. Leo,
Yes.
Vicky's a mastermind. Just warning you. Thank you, Leo. I have no idea, but it sounds like a lot of fun. It is gonna be hella good fun.
You'll enjoy it, Emma. You'll enjoy it for sure. Oh my god, Fighting Fantasy the musical just sounds like such a great idea.
I was drying my hair. Well, no, I was straightening my hair. I wasn't drying it because I didn't wash it this morning. Ugh. Because it gets too shiny and soft otherwise. So I was straightening it and I was like, I could actually write Fighting Fantasy the musical, but then I'd have to let my guest know that it's a musical episode. And we'd probably have to pre-record it and edit it and then air it.
It would be like, what did I roll? It wasn't good.
You're
Vicky tried to kill me and I'm lost in the wood.
Oh, yes.
Lost in the wood.
Oh my god, right, okay, we should all collaborate. And
Let's
make
collaborate.
this. Let's get Dana Rex involved as well. We'll make Fighting Fantasy the musical. We'll make it and we'll record it and we'll edit it and then we'll put it out as a special episode.
Tina and Turner are staring me down. Which one of them is gonna bring me to the ground? Yeah, you see.
I can retire now. Right, guys, I'm putting this away. We're not having the episode today. Go for it, Joe.
And lights, camera, action.
It's not
Take
my
it
show
away,
anymore.
bud.
Not my show anymore. Wow. I've been railroaded.
I'm such an attention seeker, it's terrible.
Does he voice act? I don't know. Joe, do you voice act?
I don't.
But he sings,
but
there you go.
If anyone is hiring, I am training as a singing teacher. If anyone would like to be my guinea pig. Not an actual guinea pig, please. I don't want you to become a small rodent, please.
Oh my god. Right, like I said, get those clip fingers at the ready because there's going to be a lot of clips today. I feel really dry and dehydrated today. This is probably not going to be good for
I
my
thought you were going to
voice
say
at all.
drunk.
I feel really drunk today.
No, I go left. Left. Going left.
Is this a show? Am I live? Is people watching?
There's a goblin. A goblin.
Goblin friend. Okay, we've gone way off track here. Oh my goodness. Leo, I love having him on, honestly. Okay, background. Let's find out how you came to be on this adventure. Like any seasoned adventurer, you are always interested to hear rumours about gold, diamonds and hidden treasure. Unfortunately, you've been down on your luck recently and you're struggling to earn a few copper pieces needed for food and lodgings. You are hopeful that your luck will soon change. 2 days ago, you arrived in Fang, a town notorious for its deadly labyrinth death trap dungeon. Well, we've been there. The annual challenge is taking place next month and the town is already buzzing with excitement. You're staying in the damp attic of the Blue Pig Tavern, sharing your room with other travellers and wretches who have fallen on hard times, and so you always sleep with your sword under your pillow. One night, a stranger enters the room and slumps down on the bed opposite you. Lit by the pale moonlight coming through the single window, you see that he is a tall, thick-set man dressed in dark robes. And they hide all but his eyes. The amount of dirt and dust on his clothes shows that he has travelled far. You are intrigued by this stranger and you offer him a drink from your flask, which he accepts with a grunt. He introduces himself as Henry Delacour, and he tells you of his recent adventures, how he almost lost his life in search of a legendary item of treasure. Naturally, you are excited to hear about the treasure, and you offer him another drink in the hope of gaining some more information. He goes on to tell you of his 5-year search for a metre-high, solid gold dragon with jewelled eyes. He describes in detail how he finally found the underground labyrinth that led to the golden dragon. He tells you of all the monsters he killed in the labyrinth to reach that dragon, and how he even entered the room in which it had been hidden for years. He smiles as he recalls the pleasure of first sighting the dragon, but tells of how angry he became when he noticed that the jewelled eyes were missing. He'd been told that without the eyes, the dragon could not be touched, as to do so would mean instant death. He wasn't sure if it was true, but he did not dare find out for himself. He left the room without touching the dragon and began the search in hopes of finding the 2 emerald eyes. The search almost cost him his life when he entered a cave and was attacked by a 2-headed troll some 2 meters tall. Having survived the battle, he decided to give up his quest, as gold was of no use to a dead man. You tell him that you are an adventurer like himself, and that you would dearly like to finish his quest. You ask him to tell you where the labyrinth is located. He replies that he will, on the condition that if you find the gold dragon, you must bring it back to him and share the spoils of its sale. I promise you it's worth more than all the gold in Death Trap Dungeon. There'll be plenty of wealth for the both of us, he says convincingly. At a guess, I'd say it's worth 335,000 gold pieces. You assure him that if you succeed, you will definitely return. In that case, you won't mind drinking this, he says gleefully while handing you a small glass bottle of purple liquid. You ask him what it is, and he tells you that it's a slow-acting poison, and unless you return to him within 14 days, you will die. You snatch the bottle from him, stare at him coldly, and drink the liquid in one gulp. He then produces a map that shows the way through Darkwood Forest to a woodcutter's hut. Inside, there are stairs leading down from a trapdoor to an underground labyrinth. At that point, the map ends, but he warns you that the passageways are inhabited by violent, evil people and fearsome creatures. He then lies down in his bed and goes to sleep exhausted. You try to sleep yourself, but are restless and can only think about the dangerous adventure that awaits you. In the morning, the mysterious stranger hands you a small leather pouch. Inside, you find a large emerald cut eye in the shape of emerald cut. Oh god, I always mess this bit up too. Why? What is wrong with me? Inside you find a large emerald cut into the shape of an eye. I found one and I hope you can find the other. Here, take it. You'll fail without it. I will wait here for you. Remember 2 things. 1. You have 14 days to return. No more. And 2. You must find the matching emerald eye and place it in the eye sockets of the dragon before you can touch it. And he says this very seriously. Before setting off to Darkwood Forest, you fill your backpack with 10 provisions, put the leather pouch and 10 gold pieces in your pocket. So you have 10 provisions, you can eat those at any time as long as you're not in battle, and they restore...
All at once now?
No, not all at once. You can eat them whenever you want, as long as you're not in battle, and they restore 4 stamina. You've also got the leather pouch with the emerald eye in it, and 10 gold pieces. You say goodbye to Henry Delacour. Good luck, he says, you'll need it. And then the huge balding man extends his hand, and doesn't so much shake yours as crush it. His icy blue eyes stare out from his chubby face, watching you carefully. Although he's smiling, there's something in his eyes that makes you feel uncomfortable and unwilling to trust him. But it's too late now. You set off and look back only once to see him leaning against the doorway of the Blue Pig Tavern. Is there a golden dragon? Are you being slowly poisoned? And what is it about Henry Delacour that makes you feel so ill at ease? No doubt all of these questions will be answered in the coming days. How exciting. So you've got 14 days. You've drunk a poison.
I know.
From a
what
stranger.
a rash thing to do. Jesus Christ.
Complete
I
stranger.
must have been utterly pissed when I made that decision. I was just
Here's
like,
a poison,
you know,
drink it. All right.
Yeah, it's the drink. I have the drink, and I drink the drink, and then I die.
You got
That's
14,
the drunk
so you got-
decision.
that's the drunk decision. So you've just drunk a poison given to you by a random guy who's told you about an eye of a dragon. You've got to go and find the dragon. You've got to go and put both of its eyes in, and then bring it back to him within 14 days. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Dana, I don't need to get drunk. As you can tell, I'm very good at being. I have all of the qualities of a drunk without actual alcohol being included. Lack of motor function and inability to string a sentence together.
I can barely talk today either. This is going to go really well. Okay, let us go on our journey. You'll notice a couple of things as well I forgot to tell you. You've got 2 lives, so you get 2 attempts at going through. So there's the 2 hearts beneath you. The audience can, however, give you a bonus life if they feel generous. By donating £10, you'll get a bonus life. Also, there's a timer. I'm not going to start the timer until you make your first decision. This season, to win, you will need to be successful in finding the dragon and completing the adventure. And you'll need to do it in the quickest time as well. But like I said, no one's going to win. So you don't need to worry about that. Let us travel.
Off we go.
Off we go. Oh, typical. My touchscreen has just stopped working, which is great. The 3-day trek across the pagan plains to Darkwood Forest is exhausting. It passes without incident, apart from an attack by 2 wild dogs that you quickly dispatch with your sword. Thank you, Dana, that's really sweet of you. The most memorable sight of the journey is the view to the east of Firetop Mountain with its distinctive red peak rising sharply up to the sky. You pass by the dwarven village of Stonebridge, cross the Red River, and finally enter Darkwood Forest. You follow the map through the foreboding forest and you finally arrive at the woodcutter's hut nearly 5 days after leaving Henry Delacour at the Blue Pig Tavern in Fang. Despite feeling tired and hungry, seeing the woodcutter's hut is a real boost to your spirits. The small hut is made of oak and its front door is open. You poke your head through the doorway and shout, "Hello," in the hope of seeing the woodcutter, but the piles of dirt and debris on the floor tell you he is long gone. In the far corner of the hut you see a wood-burning stove, and underneath a dirty rug you discover a trap door. You lift it up. Nope. You lift it up, and you see wooden steps leading down into the gloom. Do you want to search the hut or go straight down the stairs?
I would like to search the hut and then commence a Carol Smiley-esque changing rooms operation on it because I'm not happy with the decor.
Okay,
Let's
you're going to search
the
the hut, page 311, and you can write that down if you'd like to, because I often do get lost. 311. You open drawers and look in cupboards, but find little more than some broken crockery and general mess. You walk over to a large pile of logs by the stove. Behind the logs you find a large axe with a broken handle. There's a strange inscription etched into the axe head that has no meaning to you, but intrigued, you put the axe head in your backpack, hoping that it may be of use to you later on. You walk over to the trapdoor and you walk down the stairs to page 69.
Nice. Sorry.
I don't know why that is such a big thing. Everyone's like, ooh, 69. Giggity. Like, really? Are we that childish now? Really?
Yes, we are.
Really? Are we? The stairs lead down to a gloomy stone-walled corridor that is lit by a few flickering torches. In the dim light, you can see that there's a thick slime dripping down the walls. There's an unpleasant stench in the air. You hear a scampering noise and look down to see rats running across the muddy floor in front of you. Ahead, the corridor soon splits at a junction. Would you like to go left or right?
Left, please.
You're going to go left to page 186. After turning sharply right, the corridor soon ends at a large oak door with ornate iron hinges, so you've gone left and then sharply right. The door is firmly shut. Do you wish to try to force the door open, or save your energy and return to the last junction?
Ooh, that's a good question. Um, chat. What should I do? Should I headbutt the door at full speed or turn back? What What do you think is the sensible option? If this were my chat, they'd just say like headbutt it straight away.
Headbutt.
They don't necessarily have my best interests at heart.
What do you reckon, guys?
Okay, Dana says, okay, everyone's well, I'm gonna headbutt the door.
Okay. 3, 8,
Kaboom
9.
can help me with his little claws.
3, 8, 9 to headbutt the door.
Yes.
You take a step back and you charge at the door with your head. Roll 2 dice.
I love that we've just rolled with this idea of me headbutting the door.
Of course.
Roll 2 6-sided dice, did you say?
Yep.
9.
The total is less than your skill, and the door flies open. Page 26.
Ooh. Yeah, I am actually writing down the numbers this time because I figured that was a good idea.
Mm-hmm. The door
Last time I
opens into I always find it handy to write them down just so I know where I've been. The door opens into a cold room which is empty except for a large mirror hanging on the wall. There's another door in the opposite wall. Would you like to look into the mirror or walk past it and open the door opposite?
Ooh. See, mirrors. My issue with mirrors and these sorts of things is that they often like catch you out because you're like, you're a narcissist. You looked in a mirror, now you're dead. Like, I mean, that's not how it works out in real life. Otherwise, every fitting room would be filled with dead bodies. But,
Do you imagine that?
Oh my god! You looked at yourself. Bye.
That's quite the scene I'm picturing there. That's very disturbing, Joe.
H&M will never be the same again. Oh, I don't know, mirror or door. I'm gonna avoid the mirror. I'm gonna go for the door instead.
Okay,
I think
page 243. Avoid the mirror.
because I don't want to end up in H&M on the other side. So
I would look in the mirror, but then again, that might kill me. Great choice. The door opens into another dimly lit stone-walled passageway, which ends at a doorway. Oh, don't worry about it, Dana. I make a million typos. It's a Greta choice.
It is. Greta would have made that choice.
She would have.
She would have.
She probably doesn't care about mirrors. The door opens into another dimly lit stone-walled passageway, which ends at a doorway. The door is not locked, and you enter a small circular room with a shallow pool at its centre. A ledge around the pool allows you to walk to the closed door opposite you. The bottom of the pool lies several gold coins. Do you want to throw one of your gold pieces into the pool and make a wish, or would you rather walk around to the far door?
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Joe ran past right through that door. Yeah, nice one, Raging Gamer Girl.
Make a wish or ignore it.
I'm gonna make a wish. Let's be superstitious for
Let's
a bit.
make a wish. Page 15. What are you wishing for, Joe?
I'm wishing for world peace and for hope and love. Yeah, I'm wishing on a star. Oh, I don't know. I didn't think I'd. Oh, I wish that I would not die too early on, please.
You make a wish, but nothing happens. This is not a wishing pool. Do you want to reach into the pool to collect some of the gold coins and recover the gold piece that you tossed in, or do you want to walk directly to the door opposite?
I want to get the gold, but I feel like that's gonna be. You see, I've gone on about like, I'm so pure, I'm not gonna do anything, like no narcissism, nothing like that, and then I'm like, damn. Yeah, just stick my whole hand in. Why not? See what happens.
Sure. Page 369.
I'll just have to act not having an arm, potentially.
As you lower your hand into the pool, you feel a terrible burning sensation.
Oh, good. I was hoping
The water in the
that.
pool contains transparent, flesh-eating jellies, which protect the
Yay!
coins. You lose 2 stamina points.
Oh, okay. I'm on like 21 still, so that's
You
not
pull your
terrible.
hand out quickly and run to the door opposite. Turn to page 322. 322.
But I don't get any of the coins.
No.
Oh, right.
No, I could be kind. I could be kind and let you roll 1d6 and let you see how many you recover, but that's not in the book.
No.
No. The door opens
not
back onto a passageway, and after walking along it for a few meters, you see another door in the left-hand wall. There's a small window in the door that looks into a candlelit room, and a woman sits on a bench with her back to you. You knock on the door, but she doesn't stand up. Do you want to enter the room or continue walking up the corridor?
I mean, she's got her back to me, which is pretty rude. So I have something to say about that. But also, I'm concerned that she's got her back to me because that means she might be hiding something, like a cat, or a gun. No, she's probably not a gun or a cat. Thinking about it. Okay, so it's continue on the corridor or go in the room where the woman is sitting menacingly with her back to the door. You didn't say menacingly, but as far as I'm concerned.
She's ignoring you. She probably got her headphones on. She's listening to some music.
Oh, yeah, that's true, actually. Question,
sorry,
what
love,
do we
I
think?
didn't hear you.
What do we think she's listening to?
What is she listening to?
Is she a bit of an Olivia Rodrigo fan, or is she maybe listening to a bit of Green Day, or like or maybe she's listening to Fighting Fantasy the musical, or maybe she's listening to some ambient sounds from Sirenscape, maybe that she's purchased for the purposes of her stream.
She's doing some meditation. She's put some meditation on. She's in the Elven Vale right now.
Absolutely. I was doing a little bit of plugging for you. Did you like that?
That was brilliant.
You should have said that. And the old woman was sitting with her back, listening to music produced by.
She's listening to Dana Rex. There you go. A bit of old rave music.
Nice.
More plugs,
she's listening to Dana.
Listening to Dana.
She's listening to Dana. That's exactly.
That is the only excuse, isn't it, for not hearing you, is that she's listening to Dana Rex.
Absolutely. Okay, well, on that basis, I'm going to go in and I'm going to talk to her about how great Dana is. So, yeah, we're going to go and talk to the...
Okay. 158. You tap her on the shoulder. You say hello, and the old woman still does not turn around to look at you. You decide to walk up to her and you tap, give her a tap. Excuse me, miss. Suddenly, she spins around, and she's got her headphones in. She's like, "Oh, sorry, love. Sorry, are you trying to attract my attention?" No, she turns around.
Sorry, I was listening to Dana.
Listen to Dana Rex. Do you wanna listen? Do you accept the other earphone?
Yes, I do, and I would like to roll a dice to determine how many songs I listen to.
How many?
I listened to a total of 7 songs.
Oh, wow.
So
amazing.
Hey, Duke.
Hi, Duke. How are you today? Thank you for popping in. But no, she spins around and her eyes are wide with glee and an evil, hysterical laugh erupts from her mouth.
That's what happens when you listen to great music. What can I say?
Close up, you notice she's got tiny snakes in her hair and you realise in horror that she is a Medusa. You try to avoid...
good, it's Medusa.
Oh, great, it's a Medusa. Nice. You try to avoid her staring eyes by looking away, as you know her gaze will be deadly. Roll 2 dice.
Sorry, I didn't... The sound slightly cut out on Discord for me there. I didn't quite hear what you said.
Let me see what's going on with that.
Have you got a noise gate or something on...
I don't think so. Not on Discord.
Okie dokie.
You've clipped the earphone part. Thank you very much. Oh, lovely. Right. Hopefully, if that happens again, just say. Hopefully, it
Okay, cool.
won't do it. You try to avoid her staring eyes by looking away, as you know her gaze is deadly. Roll 2 dice.
Okie dokie, 2 6-sided dice.
Ooh.
Okie dokie.
Joe has frozen. I have noticed that.
Have I? Oh, I'm back now.
You're back now. Weird.
Maybe it was when you clicked away on to look
maybe.
at the settings or something. Yeah. I have rolled a 3 in total.
You've rolled a 3. That is less than your skill, and you managed to avoid her stare. If you're carrying a piece of broken mirror, you're not. You do not have a piece of broken mirror, and all you can do is run out of the room. Page 281.
Ah, so I should have gone up to the mirror.
281. Oh, Duke, I'm going to need pictures of those cats, my darling. You're going to need to send me those. Or you can pop them in Joe's Discord and I'll come and have a look. Just give me a tag. I need to see cats. Another door appears in the right-hand wall of the passageway. It's made of dark oak and is standing half open. If you want to enter the room, you can, or you can keep on walking.
Okay, chat. Enter the room or keep on walking? What should I do? Meanwhile, I'm just drawing Medusa's hair in tiny little stick figure.
Lovely.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Keep on walking. No, sorry. So it's just another door. Basically.
Another
There's no
door, so you
indication.
can enter the room, or keep on walking.
I'm gonna go in the room.
Go in the
Boom,
room.
boom, shake the room.
Yeah. Page 6. You enter a small room, which is completely empty except for a playing card lying on the floor. It's the Queen of Spades, but it looks slightly unusual in the fact that the Queen has a very wide grin on her face. Do you want to pick up the card or leave the room?
Or when the Queen's pleased with herself, it's never good. It means she's won at the horse races, or I don't know, something else. Which I guess that's not the worst thing in the world. I feel like so far the trouble is I'm being a bit more adventurous than usual, and I'm choosing more things than I would normally do, but I'm concerned as to where this is taking me. I'm gonna pick up the card.
Yay! 129 to pick up the card. This is one of my new favourite bits. I actually didn't know about this
I'm gonna
bit.
die, aren't I? So that's why you're happy.
So Chibi, I've never been in this room and picked up this card, but Chibi did it last week and it ended up being one of my favourite bits. You pick up the card and it springs out of your hand, landing back on the floor. There's a sudden flash of blinding light. The card disappears. And standing before you from out of nowhere is an old woman dressed as the Queen of Spades. She smiles and says, "Thank you so much. Here's 5 gold pieces for your troubles." She hands you the gold before walking slowly and elegantly out of the room.
I'm going to address her in like Gillian Anderson's Margaret Thatcher style way. Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
She did so well in that role. It's funny because we're rewatching all of the X-Files at the moment, and I just think she's done so well as Margaret Thatcher in The Crown, actually.
Absolutely.
So that was one of my.
We have to talk about the economy.
Well, you've got 5 gold pieces. But yeah, she's left the room. She's done a royal wave and she's very elegantly walked out of the room. You're still somewhat puzzled, but you put the coins in your backpack and you continue your quest to page 112. Mad old bat, honestly.
It is still doing a little bit of like in and out audio.
How strange.
It's like I've had this sometimes before, and it's like a noise gate, but it's something else. I can't remember what it is in Discord.
If I click away, everyone's gonna see something not your face.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Hopefully it will sort itself out. I don't know what's going on with it. I haven't changed any of my settings, so I'm not really sure what's happening. All I can do is apologise. Sorry.
Apology
Sorry, Joe.
accepted.
Sorry,
It might mean we
Joe.
just every so often have to repeat something. That's
Oh,
fine.
that's okay. That's
Yeah.
fine. Okay. Pause the timer and click away. We can wait. I think I'll double check it when we have a break. I'll just
Yeah,
double check
assume
whether
with
I've
a
got a
break.
noise gate on, but I don't think I have. Further up the passageway, you see another door on the right-hand wall. You listen at the door and hear scratching sounds coming from the other side. Do you wish to enter the room or carry on walking up the passageway?
Well, part of me, if I hear scratching sounds, I want to offer them some E45, because, you know, just to soothe the skin. Is there an option to go west? Oh, curiosity killed the cat, but also it's how you win. I'm gonna go in and with my E45, my Badger, and my Peregrine Falcon.
Page 79. You enter a disused kitchen where the dirty cupboards are crammed with broken boxes, old buckets, cracked bowls, and dented cooking utensils. A table with one leg missing lies upturned next to a pile of rotten potatoes. There are 3 giant rats gnawing on some old leather boots in the far corner, and they don't seem to notice you. Do you want to leave the kitchen before you are seen, or fight the rats one at a time?
Let's fight the rats.
Fight the rats. Okay,
Fight
so
the rats. Fight the rats. Fight rats. Right, what's their
first rat
stamina?
has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 4.
Uh-huh.
Second rat has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 3. And the third rat has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 2.
Fab.
Let's
Okay.
get into some battle. Let's go. So we roll both dice and add our skill score.
Okie dokie. Right. So first attack, I have rolled 2 6s, which means that I am playing with 22.
I only rolled a 10. So you deal 2 damage to the first rat.
Okay. So this is the one with 5-4 I'm going up against
Yep.
at the moment. Second attack, I roll 9, so I roll that's 19.
That one is dead. So now the
Yay.
second rat notices you.
18 total.
Oh, 15 for me. It's on 1 health.
And I roll 17 total.
13 for me. That one's dead.
That's dead.
Now the
Nice.
final one is like, oh shit, I better fight this guy.
I only roll a 13.
I also rolled a 13. Nothing happens.
Okay. I roll a 16.
11. That one's dead. Insta
Nice.
kill.
Whoop,
Insta
whoop.
kill.
No
If you
damage at all.
win, turn to 229. After wiping the blood from your sword, you begin a search of the kitchen. There are lots of utensils, pots and pans, but nothing of use to you. You're about to leave when you notice a corked green bottle on top of a cupboard. You pick it up and uncork it to find that it contains a clear, odourless liquid. Do you want to drink the liquid or pour it away, leave the kitchen and continue up the corridor?
I don't know. Chat, should I drink it or pour it away? I don't
Cacta,
know.
welcome in. How are you doing today?
Hello. Good question. Drink it. Someone says drink it.
Samuel, welcome in.
Hello.
You're already poisoned. It's true.
Very good point. Okay, I think the view is drinking it. Oh, you're getting raided.
I'm getting a raid. What the heck? Crikey, Nora. Let's just pause this timer then, and we'll
Yay.
welcome our raiders. Kipstar, thank you for the raid. Well, I don't know what I've done to deserve this. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Lone Wolf, would you mind giving a shout out to our raider? Welcome in, everybody. If you're new here and you've not seen me before and you don't know who Oh, you've been playing some tabletop RPGs. What specifically were you playing? Were you playing some fighting fantasy, perhaps? That'd be cool. What? No way! No way! I only know one other person that streams fighting fantasy on Twitch, so that is really, really cool. The Jaunty Goblin, we just had a rough time in the Temple of Terror. Oh my goodness. Well, we are playing Eye of the Dragon. This is a brand new season for me. This is season 3. So previously we've done Death Trap Dungeon. Last season we did, what did we do? We did Forest of Doom. And this season we are doing Eye of the Dragon. And if you are a fan of fighting fantasy, I'm actually going to roll our reel that tells you what the prize is for this season, because it's really hella cool. But if you've never been here before and you don't know what to expect, this is my modified version of the classic game books. I've got an adventurer, I'm going to be narrating, and my adventurer is Joe. He's going to be making all the choices. I'm going to be rolling for the monsters, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But let me show you what the prize is this season, guys. Get excited. If you're a fighting fantasy fan, you're going to freaking love this. Hi guys, I just wanted to show you how cool the prize is for season 3. Ian Livingston himself has been kind enough to send us a very special limited edition copy of Eye of the Dragon. And if we take a look inside, he's even been kind enough to sign it for us as well. It's so good that I almost don't want to give it away. I want it. I need it. But of course, I can't keep it. I want my friends to win it. You don't have any friends. No one likes you. Not listening. Not listening. I mean, the more I think about it, what if no one wins? Maybe if no one wins it, maybe I can keep it. And then it can be my own. My precious. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Yeah, thank you so much for the raid. I literally know no one, well, one other person that streams fighting fantasy, so I really appreciate you coming over. Always really good to connect with other people that do fighting fantasy. Yeah, it's an amazing prize this season, and like I said, this is season 3, so we've done really well up to this point. But yes, so Joe is going through the Eye of the Dragon book at the moment. Not died yet. He's got 2 lives. The audience, that's the word I'm looking for. The audience can grant him a bonus life if they want to by donating £10. But yes, let's crack on with the adventure. We've just fought some giant rats. He's just been looking through a kitchen and he's found a green bottle with some clear odorless liquid in it, and he's just deciding whether he's going to drink that or not. So stick around if you like fighting fantasy. I think you're going to have a really good time here. Okay, Joe, have you decided?
I'm gonna drink it.
You're gonna drink it? Okay, you're gonna drink the liquids. Page 32. The liquid seems to burn your throat, but the feeling changes to a soothing glow. Yeah, it's a soothing glow. Sorry, did I cut out again?
No, I was like burning, and then I was like, oh.
It's like a cough syrup, you know, it initially stings the throat, but then it's nice and warm. You've drunk a potion of healing. You can add 2 stamina points.
Ah, nice. That takes me back up to my full stamina.
Your full stamina, yeah. There's a little bit of potion left, and you replace the cork, putting the bottle in your backpack. You feel a lot stronger, and you leave the room and continue on up the corridor. So you've now got potion of healing, and we're going to turn on to page 336.
Lovely.
You soon arrive at a formidable looking iron door in the left-hand wall. Do you want to try to open the door or walk on?
Is it open the door or walk on by? I don't know which song. Let's go with open the door.
Open the door.
Everybody wants a dinosaur.
You're a bit sore today. Oh yeah, I had my jab last month, and I just had a really sore arm for a day. But other than that, it was fine. But I hope you feel okay. They do want a dinosaur. I don't want a dinosaur. I think dinosaurs would be a bit scary. Although saying that, I am getting a hand puppet, which is like a dinosaur, or is it a dragon? I'm not sure. I think it's a dragon actually. So that makes no sense. You're gonna turn to page 293 to go through the door.
Okie dokie.
Same difference. I did have a dinosaur, and then I was like, oh, a dragon makes more sense to have a dragon on my hand. Sure. Oh, the door opens into a small room. As you walk in, the door slams shut behind you. Behind you stands an ugly brown-skinned creature about 1.5 meters tall. It was dressed in animal skins. It's a goblin armed with 2 daggers, and he is intent on slaying you for your treasure. I'm afraid we're in battle with a goblin. He's got a skill of 5 and a stamina of 5.
Goblin hug. Hug the goblin.
Don't hug a goblin. Let's
Fine.
go.
Okay. So it's skill of 5.
Skill of 5, stamina of 5.
Okay. 18.
Oh, and I got an 11.
Okay.
Stab each other in the back.
16.
I got a 13. He's on 1 health.
18.
Yeah, an 11. He's dead.
Bye, goblin. Bye. Bye-bye now.
If you win,
Bye-bye.
turn to page 146.
I drew what I thought was meant to be a goblin, but it looks more like a jelly baby that's melted.
Oh, no. I'm going to need to see this after stream. You have to pop it in my Discord.
Yeah.
Watching this stream is the perfect way to relax. Oh, thank you, Dana. Well, enjoy. A search of the room reveals nothing of interest, and so you decide to search the goblin. You landed some mighty heavy blows on its chest during the battle, which seemed to have little to no effect on the goblin. You discover that it is wearing a chainmail coat under its clothing. It's made of a strange blue-grey metal, and you decide to put it on. You may add 1 skill point, but you are at maximum skill, so we're not doing that today.
But if I wore it and lost a skill point for another reason, would that mitigate that or not?
No.
I guess that would have the same... No, it's fine. I'm just going to put it down.
No. No skill for you.
Excuse me.
Bless you. You have put it on. You can add a skill point, but you can't. So you leave the room and continue on up the corridor to page 173. I'm clamping down on the rules, guys. No more extra skill for people. The dank and gloomy corridor finally ends at a doorway. As you're deciding whether or not to open it, you hear a noise like that of grating metal, followed by the loud clang of metal hitting stone. You look back around to see your way is barred by an iron gate that has dropped down from the ceiling. You have no choice but to turn the door handle. You find yourself in a marble-floored room. The room is empty, but there are a pair of golden footprints in a silver circle on the floor. A sign on the wall says, "Please stand on the footprints." From out of nowhere, you hear the sound of thunder, followed by a loud, evil laugh. Do you wish to stand on the footprints, or wait to see if the owner of the evil laugh will appear?
Chat, stand on the footprints, or just wait around while the evil laugh gets closer and closer. What should I do? Stand on it? Okay. What does everyone... What do you think? Okay, that was useful. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I've got mixed views. I've got some people telling me to stand on it. Some people not wanting to tell me because they know. Some saying wait around. I'm going to... I'm gonna wait around. I'm gonna do something. I'm so far I've been a bit too cocky, so I'm gonna wait around.
You wait to see if the owner of the evil laugh will appear, page 103. The laughter gets louder and louder, but you cannot tell where it's coming from as it echoes all around the room. It turns into a piercing shriek which is painful to the ears. You begin to lose your sense of balance and fall over feeling violently ill. The door through which you entered the room slams shut, trapping you inside. You use all of your energy and just manage to crawl over to the footmarks and haul yourself up to a standing position. There's a sudden blinding flash of light, and it seems as though the room is spinning. You're unable to stop yourself from passing out. Turn to page 215.
So wait, you don't remember that correctly then? Good choice, sure. That feels like a good choice as I'm passed out.
That's going to be a save point there. 29 minutes 50.
It's worse.
It's
Oh
worse.
wait. Oh wait. So if I stood there, it would have been worse.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's worth knowing.
Hardly able to see and feeling sick and disorientated, you wake up in a tiny room which measures some 2 meters by 2 meters. There's no doors in the walls. On the low ceiling there's a luminous crystal which gives off an eerie green glow. You have been teleported to an old prison cell in another part of the labyrinth. Lose 2 skill points and 2 stamina points.
Oh, good.
You scratch around in the thick dirt on the floor and you find an old iron bolt which is attached to what feels like it could be a trapdoor. You pull on the bolt and suddenly the iron door falls open into a room below. Do you want to search further in the dirt of the prison cell or jump down into the room below?
I'd like to search further in the dirt of the prison cell. Also, is the green crystal, am I actually become a Sims character now? Because, like, is it just above my head?
I think
so.
What's Dana saying?
A schlibbadish.
Oh, God. I've heard other people have a harder time after the second one. Yeah. I've heard that too. Are we all gonna go to Dana Rex's live show when it finally happens? I certainly am. Front row, baby, front row. So what are you gonna do? So are you gonna search the prison cell?
I'm gonna scrabble around in the dirt where I belong.
Digging in the dirt. Page 29.
Also, I've got a badger, and badgers are really good at digging, so...
Easy peasy. He doesn't look too impressed. It's like, oh, great, great. I'm just here for the digging.
Help.
Great.
The badger's got me.
The cell starts to cloud with dust as you rummage through the dirt, making you cough. You find bits of old bone, fragments of rock, a huge toenail clipping, which must have come from a giant creature, and some torn rags. You're about to give up when your fingers find a small velvet pouch. You untie the knot and find 2 items inside. A gold bracelet and a gold nugget. You put the nugget in your pocket and you decide what to do with the bracelet. Do you want to put it on your wrist or leave it behind and jump down into the room below?
Chat, put on the bracelet or leave it behind? I mean... Oh, leave it. See, I don't see a lot. I remember, like, in Death Trap Dungeon, my relationship with jewelry was like, no, bye jewelry. But that wasn't always a good decision because then I got trapped in the dungeon forever. So, you know, sometimes diamonds are a girl's best friend. Okay, Thamiel says leave it. You had a good experience with jewelry assault. Oh, did you now? Oh.
Yeah, Lone
I had a
Wolf
great-
got very, very lucky.
I had a great night with some jewelry.
Oh,
What?
did you?
Oh.
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 Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it. On
Leave
the
it,
basis of
yeah.
leave it.
Leave it, yeah.
I think I better leave right now before I wear all the bracelets.
Are we gonna get a Joe concert soon?
Maybe I'm doing my first performance at a concert this weekend. Actually,
Ooh,
singing some classical opera. So,
beautiful. I wish it was a bit more local. I'd pop along.
yeah.
Right, we're going to leave the bracelet and jump down page 64. The room is a disused torture chamber. An Iron Maiden lies open on the floor, and in the far corner you see a wooden rack. Old, blood-stained instruments of pain litter the ground. A strong, musty smell fills the still air, making you feel a little queasy. Almost hidden by a pile of chains, you see an iron chest. Would you like to open the chest or leave the chamber?
Well, Iron Maiden is here, so it's clearly a rockin' chamber. So. You... Thanks for that. Thanks for that. Oh. This is a good question.
Open
It's
the
a
chest
torture
or leave the
chamber, so like open the chest or leave the chest. It's simply a chest, better than all the chests. Is that what's the record on this channel for the quickest time period between one of those noises? Because I'm pretty sure that was a very rapid
we had some
success.
stinkers last week. Chippy dropped some absolute stinkers last week. She got the said trombone a few times.
Me and Chippy have very similar senses of humor a lot of the time, so yeah. I'm gonna open the chest.
131 to open the chest.
It's simply a chest.
Don't make me do it again.
Can't do it for the same joke.
Oh, you make the rules now, do you? You make the...
Yes!
I'll give you that sad trombone whenever I want to, mister.
Just constantly just get stuck. Wah, 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 wah.
The chest lid is very heavy, and you struggle to lift it. Inside you find 5 gold pieces, a small silver box, and a strange bronze-handled dagger with a blade made of opaque crystal. You can take any of those items that you wish.
All of them.
All of them. So you've got 5 gold pieces, a small silver box, and a bronze-handled dagger with a blade made of opaque crystal. You take what you want and then leave the chamber and continue on up the corridor. Now you've been teleported to a random location. You have no idea where in the dungeon this is. So good luck. Turn to page 317. Ahead you see that the corridor leads to a narrow bridge which spans a deep pit. A rope ladder tied to the bridge descends into the dark depths of the pit below. Do you want to walk over the bridge and carry on up the corridor, or take a chance climbing down the rope ladder?
Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance, take a chance. Sorry.
This really is a musical episode.
Yeah,
Always, always is when Joe's on.
It is with me. I just everything anyone says just triggers a song. Do I want to climb down the rope ladder or go across the bridge? I'm unsure about this bridge. I'm not sure. Has the council maintained it recently? Has Highways Agency been along to repair it? Is my question.
I'm really not sure. I'd have to check.
I'm going to have to go on Devon County Council's planning page on the website to fill out the details about that. So I'm going to go down the rope ladder. Let's go and let's do a bit of parkour.
Parkour!
Parkour!
Parkour! I do that for everything now. Again, we've been watched all of the US Office again recently, and then we've been watching the X-Files, and there was a bit where Mulder was just like rolling around and like chasing after somebody, and we were just like, parkour, parkour, parkour. Plus, any chance I get to do the parkour thing.
I love it.
Oh, it's great.
It's amazing.
Right, 362 to go down. Oops. I should have done my little sounds command. There we go.
She chose down. She chose down.
Takes quite a long time to reach the bottom of the pit. It's almost pitch black and you can hardly see anything at all. As your eyes adjust to the gloom, you hear some shuffling sounds coming from in
Every
front of
day
you.
I'm shuffling. Sorry.
Oh my goodness, you're not going to get the quickest time.
No.
But you might be the only one to make it out, and that way you're an automatic winner. Slowly, a vile undead creature lumbers towards you. Its decaying innards protrude through holes in its maggot-ridden flesh. Its swollen tongue hangs down from its sickly purple mouth, and its deep sunken red eyes stare straight at you. Gurgling and hissing, the ghoul steps forward to attack. If it hits you 4 times, you'll be paralysed and eaten later. It's got a skill of 8 and a stamina of 7. This is going to be a tough battle.
Well, I am going to, if I lose, I'm going to provide it with a list of recipes that I think I would go well in. So sorry, skill of 8 and
Skill
stamina
of
of
8,
7? Or
stamina 7.
Okay. So I got a 16.
I got a 17. So it hits you. You take 2 damage, and you've been hit once. Oh, I need to pause. I'm afraid that my parcel has arrived, so I'm just gonna leave you to entertain, Joe. I'll be right back.
I shall entertain. Hello, everybody. I have taken over this broadcast. Hope you are well. I have no idea what to say other than look menacing and surrounded by animals. What are you all up to? I am in charge. Not sure that was a good idea. You know? I might sing my heart out. Well, I'm all by myself now. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. Every day I'm shuffling. Do you know what? Every time anyone plays cards, they should. Every day I'm shuffling. Get it? Thank you. Yeah. What else have we got? Have a look at my drawing. It's really weird. I don't know if you can see that. This is what I've drawn so far. One of those is meant to be a rat, so yeah.
Oh, sorry, my darlings. I was waiting for a parcel. I've got a new light come in the hopes of lighting my green screen a bit better.
We've covered quite a lot in a short time. I sang all by myself.
Oh, great!
I showed them my drawings. You know, like all of those there.
Awesome.
Like
that looks a lot like my maps when I make my maps.
Except some of the drawings, if you look closer, like in the kitchen, I've drawn some potatoes, a pan, a bottle, a shoe, and a rat.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Shall we get back to battle?
Yes, I have rolled. Let's go back to battle.
Right.
Right.
Did I roll already? I think I did.
We've done. Oh, okay. So I have got. Wait, what did I get? Sorry.
I don't think I did roll actually. It's the same.
A 19.
I only got a 12. So you hit him. Thanks for sticking around, guys.
That is. Wait, hang on. Have I got that?
We've got to sing while we fight.
Oh yeah, sorry. Now it makes sense. I was getting my maths was really doing somersault. 16.
He's got his math wrong. I rolled a whatever that is, a 15.
Okie dokie.
You hit me for 2 points. This is the first time that I'm going to
Hit
sing
me,
it.
baby, one more time. My lower back is killing me.
Baby.
We got a 17. Yeah, that's maths do things. Yeah.
14 for me.
Oh. Joe Levy, Zombie Slayer. 16.
12. He's dead.
It's murder on the dance floor. You better not kill the zombie.
You better not kill the ghoul.
It's a
Hey,
ghoul.
yeah.
Hey,
Oh no.
it's murder in the dungeon.
My
You better not kill the ghoul. DJ, gonna turn this ghoul inside out right now.
I'm just gonna pause that. I've just had a little tech glitch, so bear with me. Tech glitch.
I don't have a bear with me.
Oh man. Okay.
Womp, womp, womp,
No, we're all
womp.
good. That was actually a good one. Right.
Okay.
We've had a little tech glitch. I think we're all good now though. The ghoul, if you win, turn to page 155. I'm going to class that as a save point there as well. So you've made it for 42 minutes.
Last time I
47
wrote save, I wrote save but with 3 A's, so I'm going to do that again.
Save!
Save!
Thank you so much for the follow, Kipstar. I hope you're enjoying the show today. I'll have to give you a follow as well. Don't let me forget. Let me.
Oh yeah, let me
see.
give them follow.
Do you, Kipstar? Do you stream Fighting Fantasy a lot? Is it like a regular thing for you to stream that? Because if so, I'd love to see that. You have got 10 skill. What stamina are you on at the moment?
Good question. 19.
19 stamina, 8 luck, and still 10 provisions. So that is good. We're gonna head on over to page
8 skill at the moment as well.
8 skill at the moment. Oof. The Fighting Fantasy Buddies of Twitch gotta stick together. Exactly. Every Saturday night. Wicked. What time zone are you in? So it's night time for you. Cool. I will definitely have to give you a follow. Wicked. Thank you so much. I'll definitely give you a follow there. Can I do that? Can I do that? Can I do that? I can add you as a friend or give you a whisper, but it won't let me follow you. I wonder why not.
In Australia.
Oh, nice. Lovely. Wow. It's after midnight there. Oh my goodness.
It's
Cool.
after midnight.
Well, let me make a note and I'll follow you after the show.
If it's after midnight, be careful because ABBA will be looking for a man at this point in time. You know what? They like start getting really...
Give me
a man after midnight. Won't somebody help me chase the shadows away?
Cool. Kipstart, if you like that, the other person that I follow is Foxy Lockhart, and they also read through the book and let the chat make the choices as well. It's a really good way of doing it. That's awesome. I will definitely be checking you out. Also, the company that I work for is Australian and based in Melbourne, so that's nice. Cool. Chase the cobwebs away, more like. Right, let's continue with our adventure because I do tend to waffle. Sadly, Foxy would be middle of the night for Kip. Yeah, it would. But yeah, Foxy is brilliant. I absolutely love him. I tried to get him on the show. Maybe next season. Right, we have won the battle, so we are gonna go to page 155.
Winner takes it all.
155.
The ghoul standing small.
Oh, no command for Sirenscape. Should have.
His remains on the floor.
I do have a thing that comes up anyway. Let me see if it comes up.
I'm sorry, I'm just singing ABBA in the background while you're doing this.
No, it's fine. I do have a command for where is it? Oh, it's a timer, that's why. It's not a command, it's a timer. I do have a timer that comes up that says about Sirenscape. But yeah, Sirenscape is the music that we are listening to at the moment, and that's who I work for. So that's very nice. But we used them before I worked for them. Fox is amazing. I'm glad that you're a fan as well. Right, 155. As you walk back over the rope ladder, you stumble over something on the floor. You reach down and pick up a heavy shield. You sling it over your shoulder and climb back up the ladder and onto the bridge.
Can only have one shield.
In the dim light of the corridor, you see that the shield is etched with strange runes around its edge, and it has been polished so much that you can see your own reflection in it. You feel it was worth fighting the ghoul after all to get such a magnificent shield, and you set off down the corridor to page 193. The corridor comes to an end at a junction with turnings to the left and right. Would you like to go down the left-hand corridor or the right-hand corridor?
Okay. Left or right? I'm gonna go with Beyonce on this one. To the left, to the left.
To the left, to the left. Page 54. You did that before when you did Death Trap. I'm sure you followed
That was
Beyonce.
actually my strategy.
It was.
Like I
It
was
didn't do
looking
you too
back at like
bad
the clips
either.
reel. No, I did pretty well actually. My main issue was not picking up enough objects, but I survived pretty well by listening to Beyonce. So
You did.
good old Beyonce.
The corridor soon turns sharply right, and you arrive at a doorway in the left-hand wall. The door is slightly ajar, and through it you can hear a woman's voice chanting a strange rhyme. Would you like to open the door or carry on walking up the corridor?
I do love a strange rhyme. I am partial to a song, as you know. I'd love to know what the strange rhyme would be. Maybe it's Numa Numa yeah, Bresa Bresa Maya. That's the strange rhyme. Let's go in. Let's
Check out the
find
company that makes awesome royalty-free music and sound effects that's prominently featured on Vicky's channel. Cool, thank you. Wicked. No, she's singing under her breath. Ya ya ding dong, my love for you is growing wide and long.
Yeah, yeah, ding dong. Oh, yeah, yeah, ding dong. Play yeah, yeah, ding dong.
She's waiting for someone to come in. No one's requested it for ages, so she just hums it incessantly.
Okay.
Would you like to go in or carry on walking up the corridor?
I'm gonna burst in and go, Lion of Love! Lion of Love!
Oh my god! 254. I wonder how she will react to this. Crikey, Nora. You enter a dingy, cramped room. The walls are lined with shelves that are stacked with...
Wobbledy, wobbledy, wobble, wobbledy, wobbledy. That's what she's singing.
Yes! I love that.
Wobbledy, wobble. I've added that as a sound alert to my channel now, like Brie Larson singing Dance Ass.
You enter a dingy, cramped room. The walls are lined with shelves that are stacked with all sorts of bottles and jars containing herbs, potions, insects, dead rats, and disgusting-looking things like pickled ears and animal droppings. A huge fire is burning in the centre of the room, over which an ugly old woman with long black fingernails is stirring some foul-smelling sludge in a cauldron. She turns to face you
I don't
and
think she'd appreciate
smiles.
that description. That's very judgmental and rude. Honestly.
She turns to face you and smiles to reveal 2 rows of broken black teeth. Do you want to talk to her or leave the room without talking to the woman? She looks like
I'm
this.
very...
She's
no,
a right looker. Look
I've
at
seen
that.
worse. I've seen worse. Let's have a chat.
She's a right looker.
Also, where is that from? Are you talking about Wobbledy Wobbledy? Because that's from Saturday Night Live. Brie Larson pretending to be Leslie Gore singing Dance Ass by Nicki Minaj, because that's a really normal combination of things to put together. So, there you go. Right, we're going to go talk to this lovely lady.
As you start to speak, you hear the noise of fluttering wings above you. Looking up, you've just enough time to draw your sword to defend yourself against 2 large vampire bats that are swooping down to attack you. You must fight them at once. One at a time, but whilst you're fighting the first one, the second one will cling to your neck and suck your blood. You must lose 1 stamina per attack round until you are able to fight it.
Sorry, I just missed part of that. So you will lose 1 stamina point.
Per round until you're able to fight that other bat. So while you're fighting the first one, the second one clings to your neck and sucks your blood. They each have a skill of 5 and a stamina of 4.
A stamina of
4?
4.
Am I still cutting out?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll check it when we
We
get
can sort
to...
it on the next break.
When we
yeah,
get
because
to
when
the
we get to the
break,
next
I'll
save
sort
point,
it.
I'll get some more water anyway.
Wicked, okay.
Right, so I have, what have I, maths? 19.
I have a 14, so you hit it. But the other one sucks your blood, so you lose 1 stamina point.
It's been a long time since I've had that much body contact, believe me.
Oh no.
I scored a 14.
I only got a 10. So that one is
It's dead.
Lose 1 stamina point for the other bat, and now you're gonna fight it. You're gonna rip it off your neck and be like, "Oi, you! Oi!
Oi.
Oi!"
Okay, 15.
I got a 13.
And... Oh, I got an 18.
I got a 12, so that one's dead.
Wunderbar.
You win and you turn to 2-4-1. So let's see how this all plays out with the witch, and then we'll have a little break.
Yes. I would quite like some provisions soon as well.
Oh, you! Get here, you little beggar! The witch starts shrieking at the top of her voice. Dim and Dum, my little boys! You've killed Dim and Dum! Now you are going to pay for this with your life! She reaches down to open a trapdoor and cackles with glee as a swarm of black rats jumps out of the hole ready to attack you. Are you wearing a gold? Are you wearing a gold bracelet?
Fuck no!
You're not wearing a gold bracelet. Turn to page 182.
I thought jewelry. Who told me that? Who told me not to wear it? You said it was. You said it was bad.
Furiously hacking, stamping, crushing, and stabbing, you attack the swarm of plague rats. Inevitably, some of them will bite you, as there are 37 of them. Each attack round, you roll 1 die and add your current skill score to it, and this is the number of rats you kill each round. Each round that there are some left alive, you'll lose 1 stamina point. So you start with 37, and then instead of attacking them, you're going to roll to see how many you kill.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, Dana, only one person told me to wear it. So, you know, what can I say? Right. So sorry. How many do I have to kill? And I'm rolling. Is it rolling 2 dice?
There's 37 of them. Roll 1 die and add your current skill score, and that's how many you kill.
That's 13 then in total.
Okay. 37 minus 13.
Mm-hmm.
Is that 24? 24.
Yes.
Okay. There's 24 left, so you lose 1 stamina point.
Okie dokie.
And then roll one dice and add your skill score again to it.
12. So there's 12 left.
12 left. Lose 1 stamina.
Mm-hmm. There we go. 12.
Oh, nice. They're all dead.
Yeah, they go. Stabby, stab, stab. Remember, I have a peregrine falcon and a badger, so that's that's the trick.
If you win, turn to page 57. The witch is now even angrier than ever. She starts mumbling strange words in a low, monotone voice, and you watch almost transfixed as her arms elongate from her body, transforming into snakes. You've no choice but to fight the hideous snake witch. She's got a skill of 10 and a stamina of 6.
She's got higher skill than me.
But she gets 2 attacks.
Oh, I'm going to die.
1 for herself and 1 for the snake. If you
Oh.
get bitten 3 times, something bad happens. Let's fight the snake witch.
Right, so I just got 19.
I rolled a 13, so you hit her once, and then I need to beat your 19 again with the other snaky snake. Oh, I do! I get a 20. So the snake bites you.
Does she take any damage at all from
She
that?
did take a damage, yes.
Okay, got it. So I take damage and she takes damage.
Yeah.
Okay, 17.
I also got a 17, so the first attack misses you. And then the second one was a 16, so that also misses you. I think she's dead. Oh no, that was only 1 attack, wasn't it? She's got 2 health left.
A 16 I just rolled.
Oh, I got a 19. So that one hits you. Is that the 3rd bite?
No, well,
Second.
she has to bite. So wait, if she hits me, because this isn't the bite with the second roll that you do against that, or if she hits me, does that guarantee a bite? Because it's 1 for her and 1 for the snakes, right?
She is a snake, like both heads of the snake. Does that make sense?
I thought you said there was 1 hit for her and 1 for the. Or are you talking about me again?
Her arms elongate from her body, transforming into hideous snakes. So she's attacking with both snakes.
Oh, it's 1 for each arm.
Yeah, it's not very well written. Because it says
Okay.
with her venomous snake heads. she's got
Okay,
2
so that's my
attacks.
second. That's my second bite.
That's your
okay.
second bite, okay. Sorry, what did you roll then for that one?
It was a 16 total.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoops. And that was an 18, so she bites you with the second head as well. So
Oh, that's 3 bites.
You are bitten 3 times. Turning to page 352.
Ow.
That bit always confuses me. It's not very well written, is it? Do you have a potion of healing in your backpack?
Yes.
Yes, you do. Turn to page 17. Not writing, just that one specific bit I just get confused with. You do page 17. You begin to feel very ill, but you rummage quickly through your backpack for the bottle. You uncork it quickly and gulp down the potion. It acts immediately, and in less than a minute, you feel well again. Add 2 stamina points, and turn to page 201.
I have back to 10 stamina.
You manage to plunge your sword into the snake witch. As she disappears in a puff of smoke, you hear her sickly voice shout, "You missed!" When the smoke clears, she's nowhere to be seen. A mouse runs between your feet and through a tiny hole in the far wall. Meanwhile, the cauldron starts to boil over on the fire, and you see the image of the snake witch in the steam. Her eyes stare at you and her mouth is wide open with laughter, although you cannot hear her laughing. She extends an arm towards you, gesturing with one long, crooked finger to come closer. In the palm of her hand, you see a small emerald in the shape of an eye. Your heart skips a beat with excitement. Do you want to grab the emerald from her outstretched hand or leave the room immediately?
Oh, no. Chat, should I grab the emerald? Emerald? Sorry, I was just having trouble with that word there. I
This
don't
is
know.
what you're here for. You're here for an emerald.
Yeah, but it seems too good to be true. Like, this feels quite early on. Like, emeralds are a girl's best friend, yeah. That's that well-known saying that everyone knows. Oh, yeah, we'll just grab it.
You're going to grab it? Okay. 357. You reach out to take the emerald but grab nothing but thin air. The jewel is an illusion. The cauldron suddenly explodes, sending shards of pot and boiling sludge flying everywhere. Roll 1 die.
Perfect illusion. 1.
You take 1 point of damage.
Oh, good. Jolly good.
And then we turn to page 226.
Can I have some provisions, please?
Yep.
I'm gonna eat 3 provisions, I think. Yeah, so that would take me up to 21.
Okay, so can you read out all of your stats for me at this point?
Yeah, sure. So I've got 8 skill,
Yep.
21 stamina, and 8 luck.
And how many provisions do you have left?
I now have 7 left.
7 left. So guys, if you're new here, so Kipstar, if you're obviously new, so I've introduced save points as well. So this is a save point here at 58 minutes 51. So if Joe dies and ever wants to come back to this point, he can come back to this point with those stats. But we're gonna have a little break because I need to go to the little girl's room and grab another drink. So
I'm gonna go get some water.
I am gonna try and figure out what this deal is with Discord, why I keep cutting out, sorry. I'm going to roll the clips reel from last season, so this will give you a really good idea of how many funny moments happen in the season, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes, so enjoy the clips reel and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, this is definitely new.
Oh my gosh, my heart is racing.
It's all just too exciting, it's making me need a wee. And if you need the loo, I'd say go now. There's
Okay,
no toilets in the forest.
That was such a good wee.
Okay. The whole toilet is a forest.
Isn't it unpleasantly moist in this forest of doom? What is that song?
I've no idea.
I am the king. Respect my authority.
I'm sorry, what are my options?
McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken. And it's really hard to do the dance move to that with like a badger on your shoulder.
This is disintegrating!
I got me a shiny sword. I got me a shiny sword. It's so shiny.
I mean, we were supposed to be distracting him, but the unicorn has distracted us.
I feel like this is cheating, but it's what you got to do to win against Grandad.
I imagine he sounds a bit like a murloc.
He might have changed his battle cry.
No! My ears! It's like...
It can't hit me 4 times in a row from here. Okay.
Famous last words, guys.
I hope that didn't just turn into a clippable moment.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen now?
19.
21.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
So
Damn it! He needs to see, well, he's dead, but I was going to say, he needs to see a doctor.
that was unlucky.
It's the first time I had this issue.
What happens if I go to the shop and there's some big muscly guy like pinned to the floor? He's like, help me. It's like, I fell for this already.
Well, I thought we would find Bits here, but he has a loincloth, so...
It's no good me being this awesome fighter unless I can get
Head.
this head. Yes!
The unicorn always looks like a penis popping out. Wait, what?
I'm being killed by bloody Harry Potter's Whomping Willow.
It is a Whomping Willow, isn't it?
It's got like a shiny pink knob.
Yeah.
Oh gosh!
It sure does. Give the head a rub.
Give the head a rub!
This head is in the gutter today.
I mean, she sounds like my kind of person.
What?
You know, she's got a dirty window, she's dirty, I'm dirty.
Oh,
Gonna get an infection.
Do you have any holy water?
Have a magical sword, have it instead.
Where's that from?
Swords are crap, leather sandals are the shit. We just stream absolute crap, but as long as the sound quality is good.
It's just making me a bit scared.
Good.
One step closer to heaven, baby. Just one step closer to...
Gosh.
Some accent's not found on Earth right here. in time for the sound effect of the bird.
I should have thrown my net of entanglement on him. Take that, Grandad.
Try cold reading this, Crimea. Try cold reading this.
I cannot.
Get out of here! Boo!
I don't mind if it's here by herself. When it's on me, and they're all pissed.
They pound you with rotten vegetables.
I should disappear more often. This is great.
And they say you bring shame on your own family. Mate, you had one job. I don't care who you are. You didn't bring them the hammer. And they just boo louder. No more Crimea the Great.
He doesn't sound like he's gonna win.
And he didn't have any dogs I could pet, and he wasn't flexing his muscle. He was like really uninteresting here.
He's probably gonna whip himself later and be like, oh, so stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Flex your muscle. have a dog with you. Then we can talk.
Are you a wrestling family by any chance?
Apparently we are. You know, mum's a witch, dad's a wrestler. That's how they met.
Anyhow, I've waffled on and waffled on and waffled on.
I could use a snack.
I'm gonna have a bit of lunch.
Tea and crackers, sounds lovely. I think I'll pass on the spider meat. Mm.
It's not something that I often consider ever doing, but
If you still got the garlic, at least you're now a delicious kebab. I ate
No.
one of those once, it was real good. No, no, no!
I am kebab.
Can I have a little nibble? It looks like a snack.
That's a mighty fine mushroom you've got there.
She doesn't want it.
Now you take 2 damage from splitting open a fungus.
Fuck no!
Whoops! She's gonna die, guys, she's gonna die!
I'm gonna fall into a ditch and die. When I fell into that ditch, I thought I was dead, to be fair.
Remember, Grandad's been training for this his whole life.
There's gonna be no stopping me. I am gonna be like killing everything in my path. In fact, I'm just gonna look for things to kill now. Deer, dead. Ant, dead. Nothing can stop me now.
Can you believe it, guys? He's won again! I'm joking.
Oh, please, Louise!
I feel like
That was way too
isn't
easy.
worth- Yeah.
I'm joking. He doesn't.
That little bastard!
That completely ruined my victory music. It is a bronze hammerhead
Yes!
with the letter G inscribed on it.
Yes! Yes! I'm so happy!
I found the G spot.
Which puts you at the top of the leaderboard.
Seriously? Yeah.
I'm feeling a little emotional with this music and the confetti and...
Thank you. No need to shoot.
Colleen, you've won the season, and you beat him. Yes, she did. You made it look really easy.
I actually didn't think I would be able to do it.
Oh, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Oh, where is... That's so weird. There we go, Joe's back.
I disappeared.
Oh. Right, hopefully we're back. Hopefully, I've turned a load of stuff off in Discord, so hopefully that helps with the
We shall find
sound.
out.
We'll find out. Keep me updated on that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the clips for you all, guys. Thank you for sticking around throughout the break. You enjoyed that gold level comedy. Wicked. Right, let's jump back into the adventure. So we've just beaten a snake witch. So we will see what happens now. But you've made it to 58 minutes 51 seconds. If people don't know what the winning conditions are for this season, Joe has to make it to the very end of the adventure and be successful, and also make it out the quickest as well. So that's gonna be what determines the winner for this season.
Yeah, I have no idea how I'm doing compared to like how you'd expect. Like, I don't know if this is normal to have 2 lives at this point.
Well,
We'll
you
see.
haven't died yet. I'm very disappointed, but hopefully soon. Hovering above the steaming embers of the fire, the illusion of the snake witch reappears. She smiles and says, "Only a fool such as you would expect to barge into my chamber and steal an emerald of such beauty. My name is Vigdis, and I am the most beautiful woman in the world. Don't you agree?" You look at her and are repulsed by her hideous face, which is covered with scabs and warts. Her nose is long and hairy, and her mouth houses 2 rows of broken black teeth. Do you wish to agree that she is beautiful, or do you want to tell her she's ugly?
Oh, this feels like a trick. I mean, judge not yet sleep, lest ye be judged. The trouble is, if I agree with her, she's gonna be like, "You're lying. You're a stupid, pathetic little shit," or something like that. But. I'm going to agree. I
actually don't know what happens here. So you're going to agree that she is beautiful. Page 71.
I'm going to flutter my eyelids, going like...
You try to look
Wait,
sincere.
not flutter my eyelids, flutter my eyelashes. You're so beautiful.
Why, thank you. You try to look sincere, and you tell Vigdis that she is beautiful. Her eyes narrow to slits, and she says in a cold voice, "No! Not only are you a fool and a liar, a cowardly one at that. I am hideously ugly, and that's just the way I like it. I hate beauty. Now give me all your gold, otherwise I will change you into a bat."
That's what makes you beautiful, my dear. And to be very honest, I'm gay, so you're not my type anyway.
Do you want to give her all your gold or refuse her demands?
I want to refuse her demands. I'm sorry, but this is like thievery from a poor innocent badger. This badger, it's his inheritance, and I'm not depriving him of that. So.
268 to refuse. Some people never learn, Vigdis says with a sigh. Her image slowly and suddenly grows in size. She reaches towards you and wraps you in her ghostly arms. You try to run away, but you're unable to move your legs. Your mind races and you start to panic. Vigdis meant what she said. She utters an arcane spell, and your body slowly changes into that of a vampire bat. Vigdis is pleased to have another pet, but for you, your adventure is over.
But wait, does Kaboom turn into a little mini vampire badger, like with wings? Like, can you imagine a badger with like wings and fangs?
No,
like,
Kaboom is still Kaboom, and he just looks at you, very confused and lost.
I thought you said laughs.
No,
he looks at you confused and laughs.
He's lost.
No, he's finding it hilarious. He's like, yes, I can break free.
I want to break free. So you made it to 1 hour,
flying off
2
into
minutes,
the distance.
7 seconds. But
Look,
unfortunately,
this is making a break for it. He's gone. He's broken free. He's coming back now.
You're down to 1 heart.
Oh no.
Where would you like to return to, Joe? Do you want to return to the point where you did not make that decision?
I'd like to return to the save point before that, where I didn't actually even go in, before I'd even gone into that room in the first place.
Okay, so you can return back to the one where you just defeated the ghoul.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Okay. So just bear with me while I change the timer, guys. We're going to go back to 42 minutes and 47 seconds. See if this works. Sometimes I do this wrong. Yeah, we've gone to 42 hours. No, we don't want that. Oh, I always get this wrong. Surely it's not that difficult just to change a timer, right?
Or is it?
Or is it? Oops. Apparently so.
42, 47.
42, 47, and we're going back to page 155. And then he
Welcome.
sucks him dry out of blood. sucks.
It's
Yeah.
on my screen. That line ran on, and he sucks him dry, and then Out of Blood was on the next line, and I was like, yikes!
Yikes!
TOS.
I love that Colleen had to permit the term sucks or sucks him. Why is that banned? It's perfectly normal in here. Perfectly normal in here. Okay, we actually want to go back to 193 because that was just telling you about the shield. 193.
Because I haven't actually gained anything since that, right?
No.
It's just been pain.
Just pain.
Oh, but wait, do I go back to my? I must. What were my scores then?
You had a skill of 8. You come back with full stamina.
Okay, that's
you had a
23.
luck of 8, and you still had 10 provisions at that point.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so let's go back to page 193. The corridor comes to an end at a junction with turnings to the left and right. Would you like to go left or right?
I think Beyonce has misled me, and I feel hurt. So I'm gonna go right.
To page 20. The
Damn
corridor.
you, Beyonce!
What does she know, huh? What does she know?
Oh, honestly.
There's no going west in this one. It's left and right, which kind of ruins it, doesn't it? I love the go west command. The corridor soon turns sharply left. So you've gone right, now you've gone left. Around the bend, you see an alcove in the left-hand wall where water gently trickles from the mouth of a stone fountain carved into the shape of a hideous-looking hag. Do you want to drink from the fountain? Or keep on walking up the corridor?
This looks like a trap. Did Chibi go down this part?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Chat, should I drink from the hag fountain? Or should I just keep walking? I mean, it looks like I shouldn't because it's got a hag's face on it. But then part of me's like, maybe that's a ruse.
It looks like this.
Oh, that's so basically I just drinking her dribble.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a question, isn't it? It's a hell of a question. I read that yikes as a yes, but because my brain took out the I and the K. Oh, I'm gonna drink from it.
Okay, page 340. You question your own wisdom. To drink the water that is coming from the mouth of such an ugly old crone. But your hunch is right. The water is pure and has magical properties. You can add 2 stamina points, but you're already at full stamina.
No, I can't.
With renewed energy, you walk up the corridor to page 136. You soon arrive at another alcove in the left-hand wall. Inside it, you see a throne, carved as though it has been made out of 100 open-mouthed skulls. Do you want to sit on the throne, or carry on walking up the corridor?
Isn't it just going to absorb my skull if I sit on it? Be like,
Probably.
yes. That's my impression of a chair absorbing someone's skull.
I think that's pretty bang on.
Thank you. I've practiced that particular, and you can see me performing that particular role in the West End. No, you can't.
No, you can only see it right here. This is the only place. It's really exclusive.
Right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now.
Right here,
as the song
right
goes.
now.
Yeah, yeah, and then etc.
Right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now. Do you want to sit on the throne or carry on walking up the corridor? We've already had a loo break, so you probably don't need to sit on the throne, right?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if that's the kind of toilet I should, the kind of chair I should be using as a toilet. The next adventurer that comes along just looks at it and is like, what the fuck did they do to this skull throne? It's disgusting. That's disgusting. Disgusting.
Right, what are we doing? We sitting on it or not?
We ain't sitting on the throne. We ain't sitting on that throne.
Page 9.
No.
Page 9. On the right hand wall of the corridor, you see a large oak door with big iron hinges. The skeletons of several small rodents are nailed to the door. Do you wish to open the door or carry on walking up the corridor?
Open the door.
Open the door. 211. 211. The door opens into a cavernous room in which the floor is littered with small bones and debris. Standing in the middle of the debris, you see an ugly two-headed troll. It's busy sharpening its large axe on a spinning stone wheel that is powered by a treadle. One of its heads turns to stare at you. Its face is covered with warts and its large teeth stick out of its drooling mouth like tusks. It is violent, stupid, and very dangerous. Do you want to fight the troll or slam the door and hurry on up the corridor?
I have a third option. I'd like to recommend it an excellent dental plan and some perfect skin cream that will deal with those warts right away, my darling.
Avon calling.
Hello. I have a little package for you, a selection of items that you can try. Try this for your skin. Tell me your skin type. Oily. We've got something for you there. I have broken the seal, so I'm afraid I am going to have to charge you for the whole kit. Right. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Fight it. Let's fight it. Why
Fight
not?
the troll. Turn to 359. The angry troll walks slowly towards you, swinging its mighty axe through the air. You breathe in deeply and then charge at the troll. Stamina 9. Oh, skill of 8. Stamina of 9. Skill of 8. Stamina of 9. Let us fight the troll.
The troll. Oh, 18.
16.
I did it. What was that? Maths. 15.
17.
No! 15 again.
14, so you hit it.
Hit it with your
hit
rhythm stick. I hit it with my rhythm stick. I 19.
Hit me. 16 here.
What did I said I got 19. Yes, I did get 19. Okay, good. I was looking at like, maths? Hello? No. 16. Sorry, when my skill was 10, this was just so easy because I was just adding like really easy numbers together. Whereas like my brain is like, huh?
Maths,
okay, it's only got one
maths
left.
just goes out of the window.
Under pressure, especially. 15.
13, it's dead.
It's dead.
It's dead.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
It's gone.
Okay, if you win, turn to page 43.
I did, so I will.
The troll's axe is too big and heavy for you to use, so you leave it on the floor. You rummage through the debris and find 2 gold pieces, a silver charm in the shape of a lion's head, a broken dagger, and a silver arrowhead. You can take any of the items that you wish.
So sorry, silver charm.
In the shape of a lion's head. A broken dagger. And a silver arrowhead.
Okay, I'm taking all of them.
Can you tell me what your stats are at the moment, please?
I have 8 skill, 21 stamina, and 8 luck.
How many provisions have you got? You still got 10?
10, yeah.
Lovely jubbly. Oh, your food shop's coming. The food shop arriving is always very exciting.
I thought you were talking to me. I was like, that's an interesting part of the game.
Oh,
where,
you
like,
got your food shop coming?
Just to, like, you defeat the troll and then, like, in comes, like, an Asda, like, van. And it's just like, hello, is this me? We've switched out the grapes for a hag's head.
You leave the room and continue on up the corridor to page 166.
You asked for avocados, so we gave you Johnson's baby oil.
It is ridiculous, some of the stuff they switch it for. The corridor is long and narrow, with just the occasional burning torch on the wall to light the way. You walk slowly, ever alert to some potential danger. A rat suddenly scurries across the damp floor before disappearing into a hole in the wall. On and
across
on,
the dance floor.
on and on you walk until you hear the sound of flowing water in the distance. The corridor eventually ends at the bank of a fast-flowing underground river. A crudely made raft is tied to a stake on the bank. Do you want to climb onto the raft and float downstream, or retrace your steps and walk back to the last junction?
Oh, I love a water ride. Let's get on the raft. Yeah. Let's go for a sail.
188 to get on the raft. The channel narrows and the flow of the river increases. You are soon in a tunnel with a very low ceiling and you're forced to lie flat on the raft. Ahead you hear the roar of water crashing into unseen depths.
I'm lying flat.
And you realise to your horror that you're heading for a waterfall. Suddenly the raft hits a rock and breaks apart before plunging over the edge of the waterfall. You're bowled over and crash into a dark, watery grave. Your adventure ends here.
It actually ends. There we go. I died.
54 minutes and 11. The audience can grant him a bonus life if they wish. If we can get a donation of £10 within the next couple of minutes, he can have another go. But otherwise, he is dead. And the adventure is over.
No, I no go win.
No go win.
No.
No.
I think that was always relatively unlikely with the attitude that I take to approaching.
You were like, let's go on the raft, and I was like, uh-oh. In my head, I was like, I know where this goes.
I love a water ride.
I love a water ride.
I'm sure that's made me very happy.
Yes, we've had 2 very good deaths, actually. That's been brilliant. You were turned into a vampire bat, so didn't technically die, but that was the end of your adventure. And then obviously, this is probably one of my favourite deaths, is just to go over a waterfall and die.
I know. Imagine if it was both. I go over a waterfall whilst turning into a vampire bat.
Oh, hi, Kiki. You just missed Joe
Kiki.
dying. Joe's just died.
I did.
So unless we get that bonus life, that is the end of the stream and the end of the adventure. How are you, Kiki? How you doing? We've had a old laugh today. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Let me just check who else is on, because we'll need someone to raid, and I do have a target if they are
Kiki's not stalking you, Duke. You just
Stop
both have
stalking
good
me.
taste. You just both have the same taste. Oh my god, the badger fell off my head.
Oh no. Let me see. I do have a raid target. I just need to make sure that they're still streaming. Yes, they are. Cool. So unfortunately, Joe has died. What do we think of this adventure? Did you enjoy your adventure today, Joe?
Oh, I did. It was great. I'm not sad that I died actually, because it was kind of fun, like exploring the bad bits as well. Yeah, no, it's great. I really like this one. I think it is better, like, making it tougher as well. Like, I think it just becomes a bit more of a challenge.
Definitely.
And also, it probably stops it from being drung out for forever as well.
Last
Like,
week.
it kind of...
My God.
Oh, what?
Like,
Oh my God.
At the point, like, Chibi just got too, like, powerful. So I wasn't strict last week. I wasn't strict with the magic items. I just
There
let
was a
her
point
have...
where, like, Chibi was like, kill me, and you were like, I can't.
I
And she was
can't.
like, kill me.
She's like, I'm trying so hard to die right now. I'm doing
Kill me.
everything. I'm doing everything to die. But she had like, she ended up with like 15 skill, but it's because she took all the magic items and I wasn't stopping her.
But she still didn't make it out.
She didn't make it out. No, she didn't. No one's made it out so far, which makes me very hopeful that I can keep the prize. So if we don't get that bonus life, I think we're gonna end the stream. And we'll have a new guest next week. And next week's guest is someone who I've been trying to get on for ages. And they are finally coming on. So I'm not going to reveal that, but it is a completely new person who's never been on before. And I'm very, very excited to have them on. We do still have 2 slots available, I think, in August. So if anyone has wanted to play and is thinking about it, I have 2 dates available in August for the adventure. Otherwise, people can come back on if they want to, so we could always get Joe to come back on if he wants to come back on. A new adventurer, Lone Wolf. We've got a brand new adventurer on next week. We're sticking with this adventure for the season because I do like this one. But yeah,
It's
I
a
think.
good choice.
Thank you. Yeah, I liked it, and I was like, I can't even get past this one. I can't even complete it. I wonder if it's Foxy or Phoenix. No, it's neither of those. Oh, no worries. But yeah, we've got a brand new adventurer next week who's never been on before. But for now, I think we're going to say goodbye to Joe. We're just going to give Joe another shout out. So what is next for you, Joe? What can people see you streaming? And when can they see you streaming?
Well, I'm slightly reorganizing my streaming schedule, but I stream pretty much every day at the moment. But I basically just drop me a follow. I stream pretty much every day in the evenings. But I am going to be cutting it down to 5 days a week, but I haven't fully publicized that yet. But basically, that's still like a lot of time. So
that is a lot of time. I miss streaming in the week. But I always love your streams, and you do your mental health streams as well, which is lovely.
Yeah.
But it's always a good time. It's always a good laugh. It's always a bit random, but it's a good laugh, but it's also really chill, and I like that.
I do like a good mixture of like chaotic streams with chill streams. Like there is definitely like that balance. So yeah, if you want a bit of chaos, you want a bit of chill, I can bring both.
And some screams, some epic screams when he gets scared.
Yeah, 100%. A lot of screaming.
Thank you so much for taking the time today, Joe.
Thank you for having me.
I love having you on. Absolutely love it. So I think we're gonna say goodbye. And we're gonna end the stream. We're gonna go and raid Quest Junkies. And the reason we're gonna raid Quest Junkies is because he streams D&D and he's brilliant, and he also helped me with a lot of my video stuff for this season. So he helped me with the trailer and also the Gollum prize reveal as well. And I'm actually going to be appearing on one of his D&D one-shots in the near future. So we're going to go and raid Quest Junkies UK. Thank you so much, Kipstar. I'm going to give you a follow straight after this. You saw the new Ghostbusters last night. I didn't even know there was a new Ghostbusters. But yeah, we're going to say goodbye to Joe. Goodbye, Joe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, my darling. We're going to go back to this scene here because I'm a pro. I hope you enjoyed that, everybody. Thank you for all the new people that came across as well. Thank you for the raid, Kipstar, and bringing your community in as well. Yeah, we're with the Queen of Comedy. Oh, I love Melissa McCarthy. Yeah, I watch all of her movies pretty much. So it's the Ghostbusters with the female Ghostbusters. I actually did quite like that one. I know that it got a bit of a mixed review when it came out, but I actually did like that one. So guys, same time next week. So actually, normal time next week. We usually stream at 1 p.m. BST, British Summertime. So we usually stream an hour earlier than this. But we'll be back next week, 1 p.m. British Summertime, with a brand new adventurer who has never been on before. So I'm very, very excited for that. I'm going to take us back to the Blue Pig Tavern, which is where we started the adventure. I'm going to take us back there. And all of the sounds and music and ambience that you've been hearing this whole time has been from Sirenscape. So give them a follow, sirenscape.com. They've got a free trial. So if you like TTRPGs, or you know, if you need to stream anything like this and you want to add in some music and ambience, it's all stream safe. You can get a free trial. You can try it for 30 days for free as well if you want to. And I work for them, so if you need any help getting set up or you have any questions, just drop me a DM. I'll be happy to help. But yeah, sirenscape.com, go and check them out. They are wicked. Also, thank you to all of my viewers for being here today and making this awesome. Thank you to Joe for taking the time out to be a brilliant adventurer today. And I am really, really grateful to have so many amazing adventurers, because without adventurers and guests, there is no stream. So I'm really, really grateful for that. We are going to be doing 12 episodes again this season, and I'm really happy to say that we've got another 8 people who are booked in. They've booked their spots. I think we've only got 2 spots left in August, which are unfilled, but they will get filled. They will get filled. So we've got a really good season coming up. I'm definitely going to be following Kipstar as well. Us Fighting Fantasy people have got to stick together. So yeah, I shall see you next week. Oh my goodness. Excellent. And I always forget to do this bit. If you enjoyed what you saw today, then go and check out my YouTube channel, because all of my previous episodes and my seasonal specials go onto YouTube as well. And they've been brilliant. So first season was Death Trap Dungeon, last season was Forest of Doom. So if you want more of this kind of content, even just to listen to it in the background, go and check out my YouTube channel. And I also have made some merch as well. Did I put this as a command? Yeah, I do have some Fighting Fantasy like themed merch. It's not official Fighting Fantasy merch, of course, but it is my my take on stuff that's for my stream. So go and give that a little check out too. The stickers are actually really good. I ordered a load of the stickers and they were nice. But that is it. Thank you everybody, and I will see you next week. And we're gonna go and raid Quest Junkies. Raid Quest Junkies UK. Patch is wicked, so we need to go and send Patch some love. I'm going to be appearing on one of his D&D one-shots in the near future, and they are doing something awesome right now, so go and check them out, go and give them some love, go and copy that raid message as well. Thank you, Wolfie. I've also got a sub-raid there too. It's not quite going to be a raid and run. I can stick around for a little bit. So I will be sticking around in there. But yes, otherwise I'll see you next week, guys. Thank you so much. Let us end. Let us end. Go and enjoy the rest of your weekends, guys, and I'll see you next week.